So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Levi, and I'm here to introduce you to Go Archipelago. Well, this project is first started based on our concern in a lot of factors, but for me, personally, it's because of my own experience. I was a foreign training teacher in the rural area in East Kalimantan 2 years ago, and I'm living with locals for a year while in the morning I'm teaching the children around how to read, how to do the math in the nearest elementary school. And one day, my friend seems coming from Canada, and surprisingly, the locals is very open and friendly to her, and they teach her how to cook the traditional meal, how to paddle in the traditional boat along the Kalimantan River, and she asking me this one question, like, Bening, why a lot of all these people is living in poverty? Because they have like the best natural gift of nature, of tradition, of culture. This is like the greatest potential of tourism, and it's really hard for me as a foreign people to looking for this local experience. And wow, she's right. Probably that's his answer to create a sustainable development for the locals through tourism. And through tourism, Go Archipelago is also contribute to the education sectors. Why? Because we believe that well-educated local people, they will help to preserve the nature, the culture, the people that is an asset for the tourism. This could be a long-lasting, sustainable development for the locals. And why we contribute to education? Because we believe that education is a key to unlock other potentials, such as entrepreneurship. Imagine if the local people is already well educated and they have the ability to entrepreneurship, they can manage the local capability and processing all their potentials to increase their economic growth. And we're aware that there's a lot of players in the tourism in Indonesia, but are there players that really think about the sustainable development for the locals through education, empowerment, or entrepreneurship? We do. And to aim that, we have to collaborate with many collaborators in the education sector, entrepreneurial sector, and we open to collaborate with organization community as long as we share the same value. And how we work is easy. We are educate, engage, and local people to become a travel house, and we teach them to create authentic travel local experience through 5 human senses: what they see, what they hear, what they smell, what they taste, and put it in itinerary into the tourism marketplace to Go Archipelago to connect with travelers around the world. So travelers, we go make a booking, and our revenue with 30% is come back to the social cost for the local itself, and the rest, up to 70%, it will go to development operation for Go Archipelago. And it's like a dream for me now, standing up in front of you guys, because it started with a small conversation, and now we already launched the project on the 5th of February 2015, and after 2 months and a half, we already have 25 experience in 22 locations across Indonesia, and in fact, 2 days after the day of tomorrow, I will not go back to Jakarta. I will continue my journey to the east side of Indonesia to engage the local, to create a high scalability. Is there anyone to join me? It would be nice to have a company along the way. And this is our forecast number, and this is a growth plan for the 3 years plan, but we already made a 10 years plan, and we really want that this model can be used to the other Asian countries like Malaysia, Thailand, but as long it's run by the locals itself and the social benefit is also the country itself. And now it's time for me to introduce to the collaborator team. For me, I'm Bening. I was a digital strategist on advertising agency, and also there's a co-founder is Henry. He's experienced in multinationals company and also the strategy and the insight. And Oni is responsible for the operation and have a strategic consulting business, and we also with the Alpha and Alpha. So this is our collaborator team, and probably our next collaborator is one of you guys. Thank you.
Can you give us more example? What kind of tours or packages you guys are trying to create?
Yes. Basically, we categorize our trade is based on the experience. Like example, sorry. When there's a one, like we can choose. You want to traveling and teaching, so you can also teaching the children, and also you can. There's another trick when you're living with the locals in a 100-years-old house, and you also can interact with the local people. So it's based. We want to connect the locals with the foreign people.
How do you acquire your strategy to acquire the hosts more scalable, in a more scalable way, and how do you actually filter the better contents?
Okay, so I think I was lucky because I was when I was a volunteer teacher. So we have a network of volunteer teachers, and that really help us to encourage and educate the local people. I already told, and we have the volunteer teacher. It's from west side of Indonesia to east side Indonesia, and this we also open for volunteering people like professionals if they all also want to involve and mentoring the local people, and that's gonna help us to make the high scalability and also reaching the community, of course.
Last question. Anyone?
How do people find out about you from the customer perspective? How do you drive traffic to your site?
Okay. Basically, now we have like two planning. First one is also using the digital marketing, and the second one is using the on-site network in the forum.
Okay, thank you, Go Afi Kalago.
Thank you.